Speech recognition is fascinating because it doesn't just contain interesting technology, but also enormous potential, for example, in the gaming space. But sometimes, first and foremost, it is one thing: simply frustrating. No, but when you... Oh. Okay, I have more damage than I thought. I need a new wing and new tires. Okay. Set hard tires. Oh, but he came in the last 2 rounds, so... What? No. No! They're giving me red ones. They're taking the soft tire. I said hard tire. Did I not say hard tires? With red ones, I can't finish the race! Fuck you, Box! By now, speech recognition already works well in many areas. In others...
Magix 5943, text from my 3-1 via Bravo. Bravo! Alter. Alpha Juliet Papa Romeo. Hotel, Junge.
Say again.
What?
And sometimes even the biggest companies still struggle with speech recognition.
Hey Siri. Call Alex Malone.
What do you want it to say?
No, call Alex Malone.
Done.
So, what is the problem?
Ich dachte ja immer
I always thought speech recognition was programmed by the CIA and later released to the market. But in truth, the story is far more interesting. Because speech recognition actually began back in the mid-50s. Scientists at Bell Labs were able to recognize the digits from 1 to 10 based on the formants, specific resonance frequencies in the spectrogram of a spoken number. Similar experiments followed, but they failed to achieve any real improvement. It wasn't until the 70s that a new approach emerged, the so-called Hidden Markov Model. The HMM made it possible to move away from exact matching and instead use approximations and predictive models. By the 80s, there were many different approaches. Sometimes technologies were copied, others were completely abandoned. The number of words that could be recognized increased rapidly. But the problem of accurate speech recognition remained. It was only in the late 90s that a breakthrough came with consumer-ready technology, allowing the first games to make use of speech recognition, but that in a slightly different way.
So, do you own a Mac or a PC?
A PC.
Yeah, you and the rest of the world. So, what kind of PC do you have?
I have one from Dell.
I have heard of a song, something about a farmer in a dell, but... No, never mind. I don't think it applies in this situation necessarily.
This is Seaman, a fish that the player takes care of. There isn't much to do, but Seaman uses real time and will starve if you don't log in at least once a day. But the most fascinating part, Seaman always has an answer, even to some complicated questions. Seaman was the first popular game to heavily rely on voice commands and to program the Seaman with thousands of possible responses. However, here the limits of the technology at the time became apparent. Often, Seaman wouldn't understand you, even if you spoke clearly. And despite a large vocabulary, some very simple questions and sentences were missing entirely. Over the next 15 years, speech recognition continued to steadily improve, but the major leap forward never came, because recognition models were still based on the syntax. That only changed in the last 10 years.
ChatGPT, a language model created by OpenAI, has the ability to respond to prompts in a human-like manner.
Neural networks replaced the rule-based static models with an involving, learning, and more robust recognition method. Speech recognition became probability-based and context-sensitive, crucial for ignoring minor errors and understanding longer sentences based on their meaning. By now, speech recognition has become so advanced that it can even understand freely formulated sentences. It can handle interruptions, derive meaning from context, and transcribe newly invented words. The power of neural networks. But why does this then still happen? Gold stack up. There. No, not move to... Oh, no. You are already around the corner. Why are you around the corner? Oh, Jesus. No! Oh, Jesus. I go home. No, I'm out.
No, I'm out!
Speech recognition with neural networks is better, but not perfect, and many current programs still can't afford to use these new recognition methods, sticking instead to proven HMMs and older models due to data protection concerns, ease of implementation into existing systems, predictability of errors, lower hardware requirements, and more.
Doch der Fortschritt
But the
hält an.
progress continues, and we will find more and more good recognition programs in everyday life. And that's something I always wished for. When I'm casually browsing through my Steam library, there are still only a few games that rely on speech recognition. Even though there are so many cool co-op or single-player games that would be so much more immersive, so much more fun with voice interaction.
Doch mit den Möglichkeiten.
But with the new possibilities of AI and speech recognition, we will hopefully see many funny experiments now, and eventually true classics as well.
So, wie immer.
As always, thanks for watching. I have no Patreon, merch, or sponsors. You could watch another video. That would help. Stay smooth and have a good one.